Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. It's Thursday, July 3rd. We're going to review small count challenge on 0-day options today on SPY. Half day, and tomorrow's closed for 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to all of you. Low volume as we expected. Just to grind up here on the 30-minute Eric's chart. Had a gap up this morning. There was some data and just kind of sat in this green buying channel all day, and then end of day kind of is starting to flirt with breaking that a little bit. I didn't take any trades. Let's see. I don't know if I took any trades actually on either account in the morning. Pretty grindy. This pullback wasn't nice enough. I hadn't identified the bullish control yet. There was this one right here, but it really wasn't until up here that I started to see it. So here was probably the first. I mean, yeah, you can kind of take it here on this break, but tight range sketch. But here to start to identify it pretty clearly with the shoulder, inverse head, and grabbing that shoulder, and then it reusing that green resistance as support here. So the problem with this trade though is if you enter on that, your stop is if it breaks back in that green. Because I didn't have I did actually have this white one way down here, so you don't want your stop to be down there. So I guess that's kind of the risk that I see with that trade, unless you wait for a little mini inverse head and shoulder, which you got here on the retest again. All this shoulder, there's like barcoding, it's crazy. So you have a little head and shoulder and it grabbed, and then did it again right here. So little inverse head and shoulder. Again, not a deep retracement, not a nice inverse head. So waiting for it to break out and then retest it. This was probably the best trade of the day right here on this retest of the green. I looked at taking this actually. The only reason why I didn't is because the pullback was not large enough, because my stop, unless I'm just like emotionally stopping out, or not emotionally, but just stopping out, it's not working. It would be this white line way down here. So, or breaking back into this green. So when it's testing this, I like it, and I see that, you know, it could redo this like it did here, which it did, but I got to figure out a good stop. So it's all about managing your risks. You could say if it just broke this low, it could stop, but yeah, I'm not sure. But that was a nice little trade, and then even did the same thing, broke out of the green, retested it here a little bit, you have your inverse head and shoulder, and then kind of a chop into close. I did take a trade on the small account though, end of day here. As you know, yesterday, it's hard to end a day. I was down to like 60 bucks on it. So I'm like, let's see if we can keep this thing going. I'd like to not have to refresh it with some fresh capital. So today, yeah, almost, let me see. Yeah, just about doubled it. Took one contract, which I like. I think I might just stick with one contract. It's just so nice. It's like, don't have to think about runners or anything like that. Just, I don't know. Feel like it's good training in my brain. So there it is. Just end of day, 1250. It was a 10-minute move actually. The 1250 to 1253. I did get puts. So it broke green. The structure isn't great, but could have gotten calls here again, or even on the retest. So this retest, if you look, it didn't retest actually this resistance right here. It just retested on this as support. So could have gotten on that, or a break here for calls. I didn't. It finally broke this white channel, which it hadn't been even tested all day. And then again on the 30-minute, it was just starting to get to breaking that green, which now it bounced, of course. So for those reasons, once it broke this white, kind of danced around there. You do have a head, of course, nice little head and a shoulder. Doesn't mean it can't rally up, so that's kind of the thing. I waited until the 10-minute though to kind of give me more of a. If I take a trade before the 10-minute move, it's like I'd rather it be like 3:30 on a normal day, and then I'm scaled out a lot before that actual 10-minute. Anytime before the 10-minute move is fine, but I try and take profits if it's gone in my favor before it, because it could go either way. And today, pretty mellow, low volume. So let's see, here's the 10-minute move right here. it was just deep in that shoulder. It broken the white, retested the white here on that wick. I got him, I think, on this one. Yeah. On actually on this candle, on the 10-minute candle. So I got on this candle, 59 cents. These were in the money. Didn't need to get out of the money. Just one strike in the money. So 53 cents to 115. I got it right on VWAP. So bottom ticked it, and yeah, accounts back alive. There we go. One trade is all. It's all I need a day. Yeah, slow volume. And we have Independence Day this weekend. Have a good weekend. Extra long one. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We'll see you next week. Peace out.